think you need to do a
Side
side recording.
audio. Okay. Do you want me just in case?
I mean, I guess maybe just in case.
Jack is not having it right now.
No, Jay was fucking triggered all evening. Pissed. Like, talking pissed.
Jack does not like going to sleep nowadays. He goes, once he falls asleep, he's fine, but like, all right, night. What?
He doesn't like it?
He just, it takes him like 10, 15 minutes of crying, and then he'll fall asleep all night.
Got it. Yeah, man. Fucking children's.
Most
having it. All right, let's see. Let me turn this off.
Supreme Leader.
Oh!
Ooh.
Shall we,
Elden Ring. That's all we've done. I haven't watched anything. Shut it off. No one cares.
It's okay. We can be an Elden Ring podcast.
I'm not talking about Elden Ring.
Why?
I've used my horse to get to spots that I shouldn't be, and
That's
it's
the whole
dangerous.
point.
It's dangerous. Dangerous corners.
I know, that's the whole point. All right, here I go.
Greetings, Rogue Squadron. Back at it. I am Opar.
I am Commander.
Good day.
This is the Elden Ring Variety Hour.
Yeah.
Happy to have it. Take it and talk about it. What's been going on, man? I'm tired, dude.
You know, you're not the only one. I've talked to like 3 whole people today. And every single one was like, I could take a fucking nap right now.
Everyone's feeling like that. Yeah, this whole week I feel like it's going to be slow and steady in a bad way.
But we see, I think, something on the horizon. It's supposed to get warm again and stay up there somewhere. So
We keep getting teased, man.
yeah,
Let's talk about Ohio weather, but like it'll be like 65 and sunny for one day. And then it snows. I was up north for Easter, and yeah, we woke up and there was a bit of snow on the ground on Sunday morning. It's like, okay, well, that's cool. I thought it was I thought it was April, but whatever.
No, you thought it was May, but it ain't.
I did think it was May, but it's actually April, which means it feels like February. So
Got it.
here we are.
Yeah. I'll just throw it out there. Haven't watched anything yet. I've been slim on the extra time, and when I get a minute, I've been kind of just turning the Elden Ring on. Going and get killed real quick, and then turn it right back off. So,
Get murdered, break my controller, and then sign off.
Honestly, it's. I think I'm over that hump. Like, I expect to die. You go into new areas, especially where I shouldn't be. If there's like a group of guys or a boss I can't beat that I can run around, I do. And I just fucking double jump with the steed over them fucks, and then I am gone, and I'm looking for the next Grace. So, I'm like dead middle in between some fucks that I can't do anything about. So I just keep going.
Dead middle in between some fucks.
Dead middle. You know where I'm at. You know where I'm at on the map? Dead middle, Grace.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Based on where I know that you were last time we played. Yeah, I think I know where you are.
I'm deep in the lobsters. And
that's what I was going to say. The whole lake area.
Yeah, those. I haven't even attempted to kill a lobster yet. I just kept going. I went through a small group of castle guys again and went beyond that. I don't know what else to do. So I'm just kind of trying to absorb what I can and, expect to die. And like,
That's a good way to
it's
go about it.
I mean, it's nice that you do have that horse. So if you do die, as long as I'm out in something. If I die in a cave, I'm fucked. But because then you have to go back into the cave, especially if there's whatever. But
Oh yeah,
I can usually get my souls back. So
dude, I've lost so many. I've lost more in this game than I think the other Dark Souls that I've played combined.
oh wow,
It's probably it's got to be about 500,000 now. I've lost.
Jesus! If I lose like $5,000, I get mad and go back to grab them because I'm like I'm slim on this shit.
You get over that. So by the time you get towards the end of the game, it's like, oh, what did I lose? 30,000? Fuck it, dude. It's not even like that's 1/8 of a level.
That's true. I'm
'Cause
still
it just like exponentially ramps up. By the
Yep.
time I need like, I think the next level I need 100,000 souls to level up.
Jesus. I'm still at 11. So 11,000 souls. So I'm still really
Nice.
I'm prime time street
Enjoy
meat.
it. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
won't
been
bore
fun.
you guys with too much more of that. It's good. I'm trying to switch my shit up, and do
You
what I
got to,
can.
man.
So
You got to sometimes. I've tried to switch it up and I was unhappy, so I'm back to my. Well, when I say switch it up, I was like wanted to throw in some magic or throw in some faith or something, but I don't know. I just like pure strength build. It's just too much fun. So
yeah, swing away.
I'm at the, I think, mutually agreed upon hardest boss in the game, and possibly the hardest boss in any Dark Souls that I've ever played,
Yeah.
if not all of them.
Is it Palpatine? It's always been him.
It's since somehow he's in the game. Somehow he returned. I wish I could fight Palpatine. No, it's a pain in the ass.
Do you know what you just said?
What?
I wish I could fight Palpatine.
I wish I could.
No.
In the game, as a challenge.
I don't think you can get close enough, man. You got to go through Vader to get to Palpatine.
Don't you fight him in Force Unleashed? Isn't that why some people were kind of annoyed? Because like, don't you fight Vader and Palpatine at the same time in that game?
That was in the. I could be remembering incorrectly, but I think that was in the book. So that might happen in the game.
Yeah.
It was bad. Yeah, you kill everybody, and then you're the It's ridiculous.
Oh wait, we have to. There's a movie that takes place after this. So what do we do next?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never finished those. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm fighting Millennia right now. It sucks. It sucks, man. It's really difficult. She every time she hits you, she heals. Even if you're blocking, she heals less, but she still heals. So, dude, it's like you get a couple good hits in, and then she goes bananas, and even though you block it and you don't get hurt, she's back to full health.
Jesus.
So I haven't really found the right strategy. I've
Dexterity.
only got her
Just
I've only got her
roll.
down to the second phase one time, and I've probably been like 30, 35 attempts so far. So it sucks, man. So I had to take a break. I went and continued the storyline, but I'll come back and try to smash her.
Sure. Smash.
See. Smash.
Smash Supreme.
The only thing new that I watched was there was a couple new trailers came out from Marvel. So there was the third and final Doctor Strange trailer,
Okay.
which got me even more hyped. I was already hyped, but yeah, I'm ready for that one. It's just a couple weeks away. And then first trailer for She-Hulk, the series, which
She-Hulk.
I don't really know anything about, and I'll probably watch, but I don't really care one way or the other. And then first trailer for the next Thor film, Thor: Love and Thunder, with goddamn Natalie Portman as a Asgardian, she-Thor, Thor, Lady Thor. I don't know what you call her. I don't know what her name is.
Thoris.
Thoress. Thorita.
Is it supposed to be like canon that she was still originally Thor's girlfriend in the first one, and then she becomes
Well,
Thor?
I don't remember what happens at the end of 2. The second Thor film is all about. There's something about her and like dark elves. She absorbs some sort of power, and the dark elves are trying to like steal her blood to get the power. Something like
Which
that.
one was that?
Thor 2: The Dark World.
Jesus, I don't think I ever saw that.
It was a blur. I saw it, I think, just once as I was getting ready for Infinity War.
It was a blur.
And it was a blur. So I don't know exactly what happens, but at some point she gets Thor's power. She becomes an Asgardian, something like that. Some comic book fan is probably pissed right now as I'm butchering this explanation, but It's cool because she was Natalie Portman wasn't super thrilled about Thor way back in the day, and she didn't want to be in the MCU, and then they kind of talked her back into it. And after the success of Infinity War and Endgame and everything, she agreed to come back. So it's gonna be cool seeing her as a goddamn warrioress. So,
yeah, man. I was looking at the She-Hulk, the woman who's supposed to be playing her, Tatiana Maslany.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she could fit the part. I don't even know what I mean by that. She's just kind of got a round head, so you can see. I can picture it green.
She would look good green, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Is Bruce Banner giving his radiation sickness power to other people? I don't know how anyone else would become Hulk besides him, because it was his gamma radiation experiment accident. But I'm gonna watch it.
Dumbest question.
Yeah.
Is there a Hulk MCU movie?
There is. It was actually the second one. It was with Edward Norton.
So
and people kind of.
That's why, because Edward Norton isn't in the MCU outside of that one.
They recast him as Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, but I think people are it wasn't the greatest, so they just forget about it. Yeah, it came out right after Iron Man.
I was wondering what the issue was with Hulk. Everybody wanting it to be Edward Norton. Okay.
Well, now with what we've seen with the multiverse, they can easily have a different Hulk from a different timeline with Edward Norton.
It's true.
Speaking of different timelines, I'm going to have to finally, and I haven't neglected this for any particular reason other than there were other superhero movies to watch, but I never watched the new trilogy of X-Men films.
Interesting.
And I've heard that the first two are good, and the second two are, I guess it's not a trilogy, there's 4 of them. But I heard Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix were trash, but that the first two are good.
I never saw Dark Phoenix. Apocalypse was... It never gave me a reason to pay attention, to be honest. It's so weird saying that, because I do love all those... I love that universe and those superheroes, but it was
Yeah.
It was almost like how you feel about the original Suicide Squad. They get these band of people together, which are cool, and then they just kind of blah, and you're like, what? What the fuck?
Just have them do
happened?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to watch the first 2 of those because, as we discussed post Super Bowl, you heard Xavier's voice in the trailer back then, and in this new one, there's a very quick shot of his wheelchair going past the camera. You can see the X on the wheel spin just briefly.
Damn.
So
wait,
the X-Men
on what?
In the Doctor Strange trailer. So the X-Men are definitely involved. So I got to watch those just to see how the time travel stuff works. And I was reading I looked up must watch list before Doctor Strange. And of course we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but people were throwing out you should watch those X-Men ones, Deadpool again, maybe the Wolverine origin stuff, Fantastic Four. They were any MCU thing, any Marvel property that's not in the MCU could potentially get looped in there and connected. So
yeah,
dude,
no, that's the door's wide open now. I've always, to be honest, the X-Men have always been way the fuck up there, and it's pure nostalgia. There's no other reason. I do really still obviously Wolverine for many reasons, but we grew up with the X-Men animated series from the 90s and Spider-Man. Those were the 2 big ones from the MC universe.
Yeah,
Marvel
as
universe.
far as Marvel stuff goes, that's all I really knew about back in the day when I was a kid. It's just those 2 cartoons.
Yeah. Well, in the movies, I mean, we right off the bat, that 2000 X-Men movie was what?
Dude, and X2 is so good. Oh, I might have to watch that too.
I'll fight for X3. I don't care. I still really enjoy X3.
it. There's some stuff in there. I'll watch it for sure.
I mean, compared to a Star Wars movie, it's fucking great.
Compared to half of Boba Fett?
Ooh,
a third of Boba Fett?
I don't know.
I'm just talking shit now. I don't actually mean that.
You know what I went...
Compared to Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah. Or the Hulk, or Thor 2, or there's a lot of them out there that are...
I need to give Thor 2 a chance. I don't know.
No. No,
you,
but
you haven't watched Moon Knight? You said you haven't watched anything?
no. Wrapping
I
this
just
all
started
back
following.
around again to the X-Men stuff, man. There's so many different ways they can go, and I do think they've dabbled. Because obviously it's always the X-Men versus whatever Magneto's group of unguts.
Delligerants.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
I said Delligerants, so that's what's happening.
Delligerants.
Mm-hmm.
Deliver me from evil.
What did I mean to say? Degenerates.
Did
I combined belligerents and degenerates in the same word.
I was on board.
Diligence. Digilance.
Digilance. My due digilance. Got it. Signed it up.
Oh my gosh.
So who's I mean, there's gonna be some obvious ones out there, but who is some of your favorite X-Men and women?
I always love the elemental guys. So Pyro and Iceman were both awesome. And I know most of my stuff, I guess I would say. So I know we got the cartoon, but like I played a lot of X-Men characters in Ultimate Alliance.
True.
And then do you remember the precursor to Ultimate Alliance? The X-Men Legends game?
I think so.
Fuck. I feel like that's where I learned a lot about the X-Men from. No, but Pyro and Iceman were awesome. Wolverine's a given. I don't want to. I mean, that's kind of everyone's like, yeah, he's got to be on the list.
You know what? There was an early X-Men game. Was it for Sega?
There was a side scroller just like the Turtles.
Yeah.
Do you remember we were playing that at like 16-bit a couple years ago?
X-Men 2, The Clone Wars?
The Clone Wars. Star Wars crossover. This
Wait.
is why they bought 20th Century Fox.
This must be it. Huh. X-Men Sega Genesis. Yeah, but there's another one called 1995 X-Men 2, Clone Wars.
Interesting. Yeah, they had that arcade style. It looks just like the Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah. My point being, I had something with the Sega. I'm not sure if it was that second one or whatever, but Nightcrawler. I loved playing as Nightcrawler, specifically. Of course, as I get older, you love the Deadpools, Wolverine. Also, early on, I really liked Beast. I really liked Beast. Beast was so fucking cool to me, especially like in the animated series and in the games. I was just like, dude, this guy's a fucking smart ass gorilla fuck. Like, sign me up.
Yes, I forgot about Beast for a second.
It's almost what they turned Hulk into, like the intelligent brute. Which I don't know if he's supposed to be the intelligent brute. He's just supposed to be a brute. Isn't that what people were pissed off about? Wouldn't you say? I don't know.
Well, as Bruce, he's intelligent, and as Hulk,
True.
he's a brute. But it wasn't brand new in Endgame to make him like. They basically combined both of his halves into like the smart Hulk, and that has happened before, from what I understand. So it wasn't like brand new.
I do have to
But
throw out there
I
again,
liked it.
Storm.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat.
She's basically the strongest person ever.
What do you mean?
Storm?
Isn't Phoenix the strongest person ever?
No, fuck her.
What?
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut,
Baby.
baby. Yeah, can I pick villains? I love Juggernaut.
Yeah, why not?
He just runs through shit.
Magneto is actually a legit freak. I loved Magneto.
Yeah, and I loved his
Bishop.
backstory too.
I forgot about Bishop. Lucas Bishop.
Dude, now I'm thinking of those hero clicks that we used to collect back in the day. Because I remember I got Bishop, and I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, wow. I'm going to have to look up. I mean, I did. X-Men Sega Genesis characters.
I was trying to look at the character list from Ultimate Alliance just to see who else was in here. Colossus was always cool.
Colossus, yeah.
And just coat yourself and fucking steal.
And Death, yeah.
And Death, yep. That was awesome. Cyclops, I always hated.
Gambit. Gambit was another one that I always loved playing.
Fan favorite, dude. Fan favorite. Who was who's the Jamaican guy with the green? My chest.
My bloody chest. I don't know
I
who
have
that
no
is,
idea
actually.
who that even was from the Juggernaut bitch video.
Yeah, so the characters on the this must have been the Clone Wars. X-Men 2. Clone Wars was the one that I played, I believe.
That's awesome.
Because the characters are ringing bells here. We got Beast, Cyclops, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Psylocke, which I don't particularly remember.
yeah, I remember
Wolverine and Magneto. But Yeah, that must have been the one. I'm gonna have to watch some gameplay after we record.
Totally.
Huh.
Yeah, Magneto's cool. I dig it. Storm is cool too. I wasn't talking shit. I just didn't think she was the strongest.
No, she's not, but she is.
Do you remember the soldier guy in X2? That's Logan Roy from Succession.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Cox, the one who's trying. He's got like his son is a mutant and he thinks it's a disease and he's trying to like capture everybody and cure them or something like that.
I didn't realize that was the same actor.
And then they storm that base. Yeah, Stryker, dude. X2 is so good. I'll have to watch it. So I'm going to try to watch X2 and then the first of those newer X-Men movies, which is what, Days of Future Past?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can catch those before May 6th.
There is a plot hole, I believe, in between those movies because they like reset.
Yeah,
more or
well,
less.
from what I've heard, of course.
And Logan's the only one that goes back. But there's something I watched a YouTube video and I was like, oh, they're like, there's a huge issue with this reset because of X, Y, Z. But yeah, maybe you'll pick it up when you start watching it. Be like, wait, why is Professor X blah blah blah? I don't know. I'm not going to give you anything else.
And the voice from the trailer in Doctor Strange is Patrick Stewart, so it's the OG Professor X. And when I say OG, I mean like the OG movie. So I don't know if the other ones are going to come through or not, but we'll see. I'm excited, man. I love Doctor Strange. I'm a fan. I'm looking forward to it. And I love like insane crossovers that you don't expect, so I'm very hyped. Oh, one thing that I did notice about She-Hulk, even though I don't really know about anything about the character, is that Daredevil is in it. So Daredevil is definitely from Netflix coming back. He had the cameo in Spider-Man, but now he's back.
So She-Hulk's okay, so it is a series.
Yeah.
I'm so torn on these series. All right. Well,
why?
Because I feel like She-Hulk's going to get the production budget of like Arrow. And it's like,
it's unfortunate.
The Flash.
It's unfortunate that you just said that because as the trailer wrapped up, I was like, I'll watch it, but that kind of looks like the DC shows. It reminded me of Arrow, the way it was kind of shot and everything.
Yeah.
And that's how Hawkeye felt. But the other ones have not felt like that.
True. Yeah, but
WandaVision's an oddball, but like Falcon and Winter Soldier felt like
solid.
Almost like Captain America 2. Like it felt like a movie. And Moon Knight, despite my confusion about the storyline, it does feel like higher production value for sure. They went all the way out to the sand to film in Egypt.
They brought the sand here.
I'm going to look up quickly before we move on from the Marvel conversation. We talked briefly about this. We kind of like threw a couple names around, but I just wanted to see all of the Marvel stuff that's coming out this year because there's a couple things that we haven't. Like there's so much that I keep forgetting things. So like Moon Knight's already happening right now. Oh, I heard Morbius was awful, by the way.
Fuck.
I don't know if you've heard anything, but I heard it was like absolutely trash.
Wow.
Like, oh man, it's a bummer. So we got Doctor Strange. Ooh, what'd you find?
Morbius's Rotten Tomato score.
Oh shit, what is it?
All right, think of the lowest number you can think of and add like 15.
Negative infinity plus 15. Is 15%?
It's 16.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
What's the audience score?
Oh, let's click on it here. Audience score. Drum roll, motherfuckers. The internet doesn't want me to know, so it just refused to load. So
isn't it like right next to it?
I was looking on the Google.
Side by side?
On the Google. It won't pop up.
For real? I'm looking at Morbius Rotten Tomatoes.
Maybe it's just the link.
Audience score is 71%.
Oh, okay.
I'm always shocked when it's so different.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Holy shit! It's made a lot of money.
It's one of the only things out right now, though. When we went to the theater to see Jackass Friday night, it was empty. the theater was fucking empty. There was nothing out. Everyone had already seen Batman, and like there was nothing new playing until Morbius was coming out. So it was like just dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, that's weird.
So it's still worth a watch. You got to go watch it, man. Try it out.
Maybe. I don't know why I'm prejudiced against the Sony branch. I still haven't seen Venom.
Oh.
And for some reason, I'm just like, I don't know.
I think I understand what you're saying with the Sony movies, the Sony superhero movies. I think Venom does stand alone outside of that mold. I'm not going to sit here and say it was a fantastic movie, but it doesn't scream Sony to me. It felt like, I don't know, genuine, I guess.
Well, that's good to know. It's good to know.
So I've got a game.
Okay.
I got a game we're gonna play, and if you lose, you don't win.
What are the consequences?
All right.
That will determine how difficult I'm going to try. Actually, wait. Before you do that, I never finished my my list. Sorry, I just so Doctor Strange we know is coming out, and then we have Miss Marvel, which is also a series.
Pass.
Coming in June.
Keep going.
Thor: Love and Thunder, July.
Okay.
Black Panther, November.
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk doesn't have a date yet. What If Season 2 doesn't have a date yet. And then one thing that sounds cringe, but I'm kind of excited for, is the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. And that's obviously coming around in the holidays. But
so four passes and a maybe for me.
you still haven't seen What If Season 1.
I know it's that bad, isn't it?
No, you should just watch it.
I know.
It's fun. It's fun. It's low stakes.
Oh, I know. But maybe that's why I don't want to watch it, because there's no stakes.
Well, if everything has stakes, then nothing has stakes. You know what I mean? Been to a steakhouse?
Have you had it?
All right.
No, I get it. It's there for fun. I watched the first episode, was like, I don't really plan on watching the rest of these.
Okay, then. Okay.
But I'm not going to sit here and say I won't ever, but we'll see. I got other shit that's much higher on the list.
I can understand that.
Obviously, Batman, Eternals, we got the rest of it. So
yeah, I can get that for sure.
Do you want... So I got two games. One's a classic one. Guess the scene.
I listened to an old episode and I was like, God damn, we totally discontinued Guess the Scene by mistake.
So I typed 3 random numbers and it came up 8:32. So that's what we're going to do. Episode 8, 32 minutes in.
If one thing is going to get me to rewatch the Star Wars movies, it's Guess the Scene. So I can win.
So
stakes are high.
Lots of stakes. Cold cuts. I
hope there's no vegans listening. Sorry.
Some slaw, if you want it. So episode 8.
32 minutes in.
32 minutes in. What scene are we looking at?
And we did always used to do a bit of not a cheat, but a hint by naming the entire runtime, just so you can kind of gauge it.
What is that one? 2 hours, 15? 2:12?
2 hours, 32.
Holy shit, I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah, it was a lengthy one.
They spent a lot of time on Kanto.
Blighttown. So, yeah. 2 hours left after. Okay.
Got a lot of time left.
I'm trying to walk through this one in my head because it has been a while. I think you watched it most recently.
I actually haven't. My immediate thing is it has to be past that initial space scene battle.
Definitely.
So my mind goes to what's immediately after that. It's, Rey is on Octo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my head's going. Is it might be there, or we might still be back on the spaceship and Poe's getting yelled at, or something along those lines.
Poe does get yelled at a lot, yeah.
Or would it be too ballsy or too far to guess, Finn getting zapped by Rose?
That's actually where my mind went first, but I feel like don't he and Poe kind of have to hatch a bit of a plan first? Or does he try to escape first, and then Rose turns him in, and then they hatch the plan? I think that's how it goes.
No, because they hatched a plan after he gets tased, because that's
Right.
how they meet. Yeah.
Right. That's what I mean. Okay. Interesting.
32 minutes in. I'm split between Finn and Rose and Octo.
I'm actually gonna jump a bit ahead and say Admiral. That's too far. I'm gonna say Kylo is attacking the ship.
Wow.
Kylo and his little squad are gonna blast the ship before Leia gets knocked out of the bridge. Because then Admiral Holdo comes in after that. How are we gonna verify this?
Disney Plus, I guess. I think this might be too early, but this is what I'm gonna guess, because that first scene's pretty fucking long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess Luke is fishing. Or no, I'm gonna guess the whale tit milk. That's where I'm gonna guess. 32 minutes.
Yeah, he's doing his little montage of
farming.
This is what
montage.
it's like being a farmer. Get it? I'm a farmer.
That's not gonna be my official guess. Yeah, Farm Boy Luke.
Boy, Luke. All right, let me try to get Disney Plus.
I'm scrolling. Classic.
Do you have it pulled up, or you want me to?
No, you can do it.
Cool, I can do it. I'm actually gonna see if I can. Oh, Disney will probably self-destruct my computer if I try to screen share.
Oh yeah,
on a live stream, won't they?
Don't do it. Yeah, I'll get tased.
But you'll get tased. Well, now I kind of want to.
Don't do it on live. Hey, who are you?
Okay, I'm pulling up The Last Jedi.
By the way, I tried to pull up The Last Jedi this weekend, and it kept blanking out on me. On Disney Plus, the app kept shutting down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did it 4 times. I was like, it just needs reset or something, and I brought it back up, and right when I clicked play, it would like go into a load, and then the whole thing would fucking shut down. I was like, what the hell, dude?
It's not meant to be, Mopar. All right, let me take a peek here at the end of the space battle. So the space battle ends about 12 minutes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, Finn is waking up in his little bubble suit, like 12 and a half minutes. Then we got some Octo stuff. We got Snoke and Kylo about 18.
Jesus.
We have Luke's fishing montage about 22.
Fuck.
It's going by pretty quick. Yep. They're doing battle plans. Oh, Kylo's attacking at 23. No, at 30. Oh! Kylo's attacking the ship at 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh, Leia just got blasted out the bridge. It's 30 minutes, 45 seconds right now. So I'm kind of close.
Yeah. You're within like 2 minutes. That's
32 minutes. Leia is Mary Poppinsing back into the ship.
We should have all known.
Exactly 32.
We should have all known. What's wrong with us?
What is
Damn, you were close.
Any timestamp in Last Jedi, it's Leia's flying back in the ship.
God, you know what's crazy to me is that initial battle scene. I would have completely guessed that it took at least 25 minutes. It feels
like that
long
sometimes. Like you probably say, like the Hoth battle is probably like 30 minutes, but it's not.
No, but I feel like Poe has to do his fucking. I don't know, man. Fuck. Are you there? Can you hear me? And then he's got to take out all those things.
I'm trying to order pizza.
And then the bombers have to come out, and everything they do is in slow motion. And then the trigger button takes about 12 and a half minutes just to fall. God. I'm pissed.
It does. Yeah, that is a long scene.
That's probably why.
Is that a good or a bad version of it? Long. Like, is it long because you're engrossed in it, or does it feel like it's too long?
No. I don't feel like it's too long. I feel like they struck a chord there where it feels longer than it is because there's shit going on.
Yes.
It's an intense battle. And when you get through it and you're like, that was the first fucking 15 minutes? What the hell?
Yeah.
Fire in the base. 13 minutes.
Yeah, that guy is a savage. Well, I was just outside of the 1 minute grace period, unfortunately, so I was close, but I lost.
Sorry, you lose.
You lose. Good day.
Yeah, guess the scene.
Well, good.
Classic.
That was a fun game. It feels good.
I do have an actual game though.
That was an actual game, dude. That's the epic. That's the ultimate game.
That was ultimate. So this one's called Who Would They Play? So I have a list of actors and actresses that I'm going to rattle off, and then you are going to place them in the Star Wars universe as existing characters.
I like it.
So, for example...
Can our listeners at home play as well?
Yes, they can. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Write your answers down and mail them to 123 I Don't Care Lane, Mos Eisley.
Mos Eisley /
care of Damio Boba Fett.
And send a bag of Doritos, too. Okay, so who would they play? Again, the rules are I'm going to name off an actor and actress, and you're going to say, hey, this person would play select character in Star Wars universe. So, for example, Brad Pitt.
Ooh, good one. You know what actually flashed into my head first is DJ.
Oh, okay. Actually, I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a little too on the nose, but I do like it. I appreciate it.
I said DJ, and then my brain went to Han Solo is like an obvious one.
Travis Dunn said Poe.
Ooh,
that's a good one too. Jar Jar Binks.
I like solid. He would, bring life to Jar Jar Binks. Yeah.
So who I said for Brad Pitt, I thought long and hard,
robust.
I kind of liked him as kind of like a wiser. I'm picturing him like almost now. I guess you could take Brad Pitt at any time in his career, but I said Mace Windu. I feel like he could be that on edge master. No, you hate it? I get it.
I don't know how to answer that one.
What do you mean? He couldn't be Mace Windu?
I mean, maybe. Are we keeping
No, he doesn't have to do blackface to be fucking
and race in the same?
No. Who Mace Windu is whatever.
Seems like a Lethal Weapon 6 situation. Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
Especially thinking of Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just kind of a no-nonsense savage.
Yeah.
Like Mace Windu is the stuntman of the Jedi.
See?
That's what we've established. So I like it. I'll take it.
So this one's gonna get tougher and tougher and tougher. Robin Williams.
Oh, I'm gonna be sad thinking about this one.
I feel like I get the Mace Windu one was a kind of a jump. Ooh, someone said Kiadi Mundi for Robin Williams. Different. Okay.
Is it weird if I say like?
Mine's awkwardly specific, but go ahead.
Man, you go first because I got two in mind.
Okay, so I like it. Yoda, C-3PO. Actually, Yoda, if you just like voice acted Yoda, that'd be interesting. Mm-hmm. I said old Luke Skywalker. So from episode 7 to 9, however they wanted to fit him in. But I based that on Dead Poets Society, where he's kind of that older, broken, wise teacher. Mm-hmm. How about them apples? What's that? What's that fucking movie?
Neither of which I've seen. Good Will Hunting?
Good Will Hunting. He plays a therapist, but it's a darker movie for him, and he's like broken because his wife died. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of that broken, wiser, older guy. So I was like, man, I would love to see him in a serious, like old school or older Luke Skywalker, 7, 8, 9, somewhere. Go ahead.
That's interesting. Because I went the other way with him being a little more goofy, like the genie or something. And I was thinking, so Daco said 3PO. That's a good one. I actually thought of Watto first.
I like it.
Like, I feel like his genie antics would translate well to Watto. And he's just kind of like pulling random things out of his junkyard and like making jokes. And yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it would fit.
No, I like it. Man, you guys are coming up with some good ones. Now we get pretty wacky. We're getting all over the place here. Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner is Sansa Stark, right?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like she could be Padme.
Yes. That's exactly who I put. And I didn't. I wrote these down randomly, and then I filled in who I thought. I didn't like have Padme in mind and then place Sophie Turner. So I'm doing it the same way. So I'm happy that you said Padme, because I was walking through these and I was like, it took me a second for me to get there with her. I was like, I don't know where she would live. Padme.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like Leia for some reason, but Padme
you're exactly
makes sense.
More
Kinda
spunky. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they're both kind of spunky, but okay, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I'm trying to apply the accent change in my head and see how it would, because I've never seen him as Sherlock Holmes, so I don't know how he feels with the English accent, because my first thought was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
But then I don't know how he would sound being with the English, and then I was thinking Han Solo.
Yeah,
I kind of want to go with Obi-Wan, like prequels Obi-Wan.
Okay. I put more along the Han Solo, but I put him as Lando.
Ooh, interesting.
Because I feel like he would be more of that like sidekick scallywag. Can I trust him? I don't know.
Actually, have you ever seen Chef?
No.
Jon Favreau film Chef. He has a small cameo in that, and he does play that kind of, like, he goes to him for advice. He's like the rich friend that he's like, can I trust you, but I need your help, and he's like kinds of gives him his 2 cents and then fucks him over anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I could picture that. Yeah, I like that actually.
Yeah. Next one, Bryan Cranston.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah.
I could go so many, because once you see Breaking Bad, it's like, oh, he could just do whatever he wants. He's been Malcolm's dad, he's been Walter White, and he's been Zordon. So I mean, come on. My brain initially went to Palpatine.
Nice. I mean, whatever. My brain went to Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Like the
old one?
Episode 4 Obi-Wan, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, put enough makeup on that guy and he could be Palpatine. Since the very beginning, it's always been him pouring the drinks.
Yep. Death Sticks dude. Yeah, from Breaking Bad. He's just going to be.
Death Stick dude. Fucko threw out...
Count Dooku with Bryan Cranston. That's a bit of a stretch because Count Dooku's so much... Lee. What the fuck's his...
Christopher Lee, yeah.
Christopher Lee, thank you. Huh, interesting.
Fucko threw out Jyn Erso for Sophie Turner. That would be a good one too.
That might have been more spot on than what I... Yeah, but we both put Padme, so that's the correct answer. These jump around a little bit more after these first 5, but Edward Norton.
The Hulk, obviously.
Okay.
I'm going to say, if I'm thinking like Fight Club
Darth
era
Maul.
Edward Norton, Fight Club era Edward Norton, I'm actually going to say Anakin.
Okay.
I'm actually going to say like episode 2 and 3 Anakin.
I like Darth Maul, actually, now that I think about it. Edward Norton.
Edward Norton?
But I think he would do these two more justice. Maybe a Hux or a Tarkin.
Hux would be cool. Tarkin's too old.
He doesn't need to be,
for
though.
Edward Norton.
He doesn't need to be.
I guess. I mean, if Mace Windu doesn't have to be black anymore, I guess Tarkin doesn't have to be old.
He could play the teddy bears.
The Ewoks. Yeah. Yeah, just change the Ewoks, make them tall.
I got 6 left. We're doing good here. We're doing good.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock.
Now that strikes me more as a Leia compared to Sophie Turner. That's the first thing that came to mind. And I'm just going to stay with that one.
Okay, well, that's the correct
Leia
answer. 'Cause
Organa.
That's what I put. No, Holdo, maybe?
No, he's saying Hondo Ohnaka. From the Clone Wars.
Here's I think was it maybe a layup, but Meryl Streep.
We just have to create a new character for her.
Yeah. Once I thought of it, I was like, yeah.
What, you can say Yoda?
Oh wow, what are you saying here?
Well, okay, if we're, I don't know, man.
I'll tell you who I put. Mon Mothma.
Okay, that's a good one. I was actually gonna say like wise and disgruntled old Luke Skywalker.
Meryl Streep.
Let's flip
Old
Luke
Leia.
and Leia.
Old Leia. I don't hate it. Shmi
Shmi.
Skywalker. I like the answer.
Now we're thinking.
What is
Tarkin.
Shmi? Tarkin.
I like it. Cast her right now. Let's
Yep,
do a
yep.
remake.
All right, we're down to the final four. Since she's been in recent things and just killing it, Zendaya.
See. Oh man. I'm torn between two. Jyn Erso is in my head now that Fucko said it. I think she would be cool as Jyn Erso, but I also thought of Rey.
Yep.
But I think Jyn Erso's a bit of a better fit. Rey's not as like, I don't know. She's not as sarcastic, I guess.
I actually put Rey. Yeah.
Nice.
I thought, well, after watching Dune, and she's not in the first
Right.
Dune that much, but she can clearly play like this no nonsense.
We've said no
character, so-
nonsense a lot.
Well, cut
I
it
like
out.
it. There's too much nonsense in the world. It needs to be eliminated.
Eliminate Asajj Ventress. I like that one.
Damn, man. That's
Zendaya
good.
is Asajj.
I'm trying to picture live action Asajj.
I'm not under Disney's reign. You know how fucked up they make her head?
It would just be a dude.
It would
One lightsaber. It's green. Close enough.
well, if you squint.
They're bald, at least. Come on.
Final threes. I think these ones were probably the most difficult for me to answer, but Bradley Cooper. I had to be. This is the most specific I had to be with my answer.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
I don't see it, but I don't hate it. I put Luke Skywalker in episode 6 because he's a little more confident of his powers. I don't think Bradley Cooper is that innocent, question-asking idiot farm boy. I feel like he would have to play a Mando Luke Skywalker or I'm sorry, Boba Fett Luke Skywalker. But yeah, that's who I put. Later years Luke.
Maybe my mind went to A Star Wars Born, and I was just thinking of Qui-Gon, a little more of a depressed Qui-Gon. He's like, the Jedi won't fucking listen to me, and I'm just going to drink myself to death until my apprentice dies.
Wow, look at that. Travis Dunn, James, and Matt all said Bradley Cooper
Lando
as
for
Lando.
Shit, I guess we're wrong. I'll take it.
All right, moving along. Jamie Foxx.
Oh, man.
See?
That's a good one, dude. He could be so many different characters.
I know.
Fuck, that's really hard. That's really hard, really, really tough. I haven't done much in the sequel era, so I'm trying to think of a couple sequel era people instead.
I thought it was
Go ahead.
good, and as I think about it, it's pretty far out there. But whatever.
What?
It's not that crazy, but I don't know if it fits.
Say it.
Han Solo.
Okay, I could do it.
I
could dig it.
feel like he would bring. I hate saying this, but I feel like he could bring something more to the character of Han Solo. Han Solo is pretty much a mold of what Harrison Ford created for him.
Yeah.
I feel like Jamie Foxx would be that plus some, which I don't know if Han Solo needs that, but I thought it'd be fun.
I feel like Alden gave him a little bit of extra
True.
goodness.
A little splash.
I was thinking Poe. It's hard too because like Jamie Foxx is one of those actors that has done like almost everything. It's like
you don't want to limit him. I
You gotta
thought
picture,
screen
like-
time, honestly.
picture him in like a goofy role or a serious role, or he's been like Ray Charles. He's been so many different people. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a pilot, like a wisecrack pilot. I kind of felt like.
You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it, and if he's not gonna be Han Solo, he's gonna be Ben Solo, and he's gonna be fucking Kylo Ren.
Yeah, we haven't cast anybody as Kylo Ren yet.
Because it's uncastable. There's
Adam
only
Driver.
one. Adam Driver's it. All right, this is gonna be the finale. Because I like this because he's done so much, and just like Jamie Foxx, he can kind of be everything
Okay.
or nothing. Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, fuck. That's so difficult. See, now that's a problem. I think is I'm thinking of like one of their movies instantly, and I'm like, okay, who
Trying
would
to place
be
him.
the closest to the Joker in Star Wars?
I mean, maybe that's where I went, but
I actually might throw him in as Kylo Ren. I know
I
we
like
just
it.
said uncastable, but I might throw him as in some tortured bad guy.
make him Vader. Mm-hmm. I put the Emperor. I said fuck it. I hit the fuck it button. I mean, that's another uncastable. You can't. But for him to be, dude, look how many times the Joker's been done, and he still killed it. And it's like,
Yep.
how do you with all? Oh, Snoke. He could have been fucking Snoke. Nice call, Travis. Dunn.
I wasn't thinking of like the mocap and the CGI characters really.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I shouldn't have. I just
You know
wasn't
who?
naturally.
Maybe Edward Norton could have been Snoke with mocap.
Okay.
Interesting.
Anyone could be Snoke with the right amount of mocap.
Meryl Streep? I don't think so.
Oh no, she would have killed it.
Load it up.
I'll tell you, he would not have been killed off in the second movie. That's for sure.
Joaquin Phoenix. God, that's still. I know. Well, it
What,
makes
you
me
talk
mad
about
that
the
they.
Joker?
No, it makes me mad that they killed off Snoke, man. I appreciate it. I understand it. I do think it was pivotal for the character of Kylo Ren, but I wanted more Snoke and less Emperor Palpatine in Episode 9. So
Agreed. I think if they had done something different in 9 and Palpatine wasn't back, I don't think you would have missed Snoke as much. I think in contrast, like seeing the fact that they had to bring Palpatine back in order to wrap the story up, that makes it seem like, oh, well, you had a cool villain. You should have just kept him.
well, you know what could have happened is if they didn't fuck Hux up so bad, it could have been the Hux Kylo Ren show, and they legitimately
100%, dude.
they could have ran this bitch. They could have easily. They really could have. It would have been really, really fun, and they wouldn't have needed a Snoke, like you said, or even an Emperor. Like Kylo was it, and Hux is just as fucking wacky out there. So it's like,
Dude. Somebody left me a shitty comment about Hux recently. There was some thing on Reddit. I can't remember what the original post even was, but it might not even have been about Star Wars. I think it was made about the actor, Domhnall Gleeson. I was like, I wish they hadn't done him dirty in 9 by changing his character. And someone was like, well, they didn't really change his character. He was doing whatever he had to win. And I was like, I guess from a certain point of view, but what I meant by changing his character was like he felt like a commanding, scary presence. And in 9, even though he does turn traitor to Kylo Ren, he seemed like a little weasel.
oh
Like
yeah,
he was sitting in those fucking board meetings with everybody, just
Yeah,
kind
he-
of like like
cowering.
mulling in the background. Just
he was
like
cowering the whole
not
fucking
saying-
movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like he was totally lost his power. He's a little fucking weasel, man. But anyways, I just thought it was annoying that they
Just think of also
they did
where
him
they
like that.
where they left him off. I mean, we see him in 7, obviously the Hitler speech. And at Episode 8, he almost stabs Kylo Ren in the back by shooting him while he was down. And I was like, fuck, this dude is a fucking savage. And then not more than 30 hours later, I'm the spy. It's like, fuck.
He almost stabs Kylo Ren by shooting Kylo Ren in the
You knew what I meant. I mean,
I know. It's fine.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, like 9 could have been an entire like tumultuous buildup of them back and forth, just egging each other on. Hux being more and more pissed, getting more and more drastic, trying to take over the First Order behind
well, it's like
Kylo
grinding.
Ren's back,
it's-
turning people against him.
Yeah. But it's like those two like grinding items. Like you make them sharp by grinding them together, and it's like they each keep each other on each other's toes. So it's like, ugh.
Yep. I'm the spy.
Yeah, because I feel like, obviously in 7, Hux is Hux, but even in 8, like when everything's being questioned, I feel like Hux and Kylo are still at odds, but more one-upping each other rather than trying to tear each other down.
Mm-hmm.
Like even on Crate,
mm-hmm.
when it's kind of that back and forth, who's in charge. Oh, fuck, he just forced through me. He's in charge. But also, fuck you, Kylo. I want to run this bitch.
Right.
And then,
You're
30 hours later, I sent out all the info because if I can't run it, I'm taking everything down.
If I can't be in charge, no one can. I mean, again, it's like about the presentation, because I feel like that is sometimes how the villains think. It's like, if I'm not in charge, like Palpatine, like one of his contingency plans was like, kill all of the Empire except for this small sect that I trust. So, like, it's not totally out of character. It's just the way that it was portrayed.
Well, the other thing was at the very beginning of 8, he's treated like a bitch. Because they get away and Snoke force pulls him down from across the galaxy and throws him.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
He is put in his place very quickly at the beginning of Episode 8, so.
Fuck. Maybe I'm wrong then.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe at that point, after being treated like that, he's like, you know what, fuck this. And I'm going to burn the place down on my way out. But I think there's better ways to do it, obviously, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there was a storyline about that in Rebels. I know you never finished that, but there was like an Imperial agent that ended up changing sides for similar reasons. But it was over the course of 4 seasons of a show, so you got to... you got to see it play out a little bit more.
No, wasn't that, what was his name?
Agent
Gux?
Callus.
Oh, I thought there was like I don't know who I'm thinking of.
Gux, do you say?
There was something with a G. I thought it was something simple like that.
Garrus Vakarian?
Did you know that when shortly after Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney, there was an interview that he said, even though I sold it to them because I was done with it, I didn't agree with their initial ideas to revisit the old storylines and characters.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember him getting especially mad at 7 because it was so similar to 4.
And he goes on, he doesn't I don't know if 7 had even come out yet, but
yeah.
He was talking and he's like, I always wanted Star Wars to be fresh and new. And I never tried to rehash old stuff. I wanted to keep pushing forward. And that mindset is such a twist from what we've seen in the Disney stuff, which is just, let's keep rehashing.
Well, because the problem with always pushing forward is that a certain percentage of the time you're going to mess up. And like you're going to put something out that's like, maybe you did push things forward. Maybe you are happy with the end result and you enjoyed the process, but it's not going to be the biggest thing of all time. And when Star Wars already is the biggest thing of all time, everything is in that shadow forever. So it's just hard. There's not many people with that kind of money and power in the film industry like Lucas had in the mid-90s to just say, like, this is what we're doing and I'm writing and directing all of it and I don't care. Here we go.
Well,
only him and James Cameron get to do that, really.
I equate it to a band.
Like Metallica.
Does a band do the same thing over and over and over because that's how they got popular? Or do they keep pushing forward in new ways because that's how they got popular?
Right.
Now, it's like a lose-lose situation. Because let's just say Metallica.
Well, from a certain point of view.
Metallica was breaking new boundaries. Even in the 80s, people loved Master of Puppets, but that was like new shit for 1986.
Yeah.
And then they keep pushing and keep changing, and people were latched onto that one sound, and you hit the Black Album, the rest of it, and it's like, this isn't my Metallica anymore. It's like, yes, it is. If you look at what they've been doing, this is what they've been changing. But I equate it to the band thing. If they would have kept rehashing or pushing forward, like you said, they probably would have had people drop off. And you saw that naturally with the prequels. They came out with those, and half the people were like, what? This isn't my shit.
Dude, it happens everywhere. I was just reading a thread about Dead and Company, where like a certain portion of the fan base is like not excited about Dead and Company shows because it's not Jerry Garcia. It's not like the original lineup, so like they don't want to see it. They think John Mayer's like, you know, this pop star that's in the band, and they don't like it. But like he is fitting in so well, and he's bringing an entire refreshed life to the band. Mm-hmm. Like if he hadn't joined, the band might not be on tour at all, and you wouldn't be able to see them at all. But like he's kind of reviving it, and they have a new lineup, and like they could easily continue into the future by swapping out members and just keeping like the brand and the band itself alive, whether it's not like hinging on just like one individual member. Yeah. But
I didn't even realize he was part of that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh yeah. Dead and Company. Well, now you know why I love Dead and Company so much, because I already loved John Mayer so much. But that's how it is in every fan base with everything. What did you see first, or what was around first? That's cool. Anything else that doesn't compare to it?
Right. What captured you? Oh well, prequels. Well, everything else is trash then, because that's
exactly. It's the same everywhere, man. I used to think it was like just Star Wars, and like just Star Wars fans were shitty, but no. And any fandom I've been in has been pretty similar.
The music fandom's way up there for as bad as it can be. Like especially like metalheads, like the classic trashy metalheads. They're like, no, this album, that's it. Everything else is. And you're like, dude,
exactly, dude.
You are trash.
I see a bad trend of that with Every Time I Die fans. And it's like that first big break album, hot damn, like that's the one, man. Everything else has been like, you know, they're cool, I'll go see them, but it doesn't compare to that first one. And I don't know, sometimes I'm glad I like took a break from them and came back and listened to like 8 albums at once, because now I have a different appreciation for like the full catalog, as opposed to like I just want that one from 2004, man.
Well, it's that balance between appreciating the new stuff and having your favorites. Mm-hmm. Like there is a balance. You don't have to be like harsh one or the other. You can't. It's not always, hey, their new stuff's always the greatest. Because I do think you're kind of blind in that if you just keep. But I think on the other side of the spectrum, if you're just praising one thing and saying the rest of it's shit, then it's like, well, exactly. Clearly, you were happy around the time that album came out, because everything. And since then, you've had a very bad life. So
yes, and also the very important thing I would say is like, you don't judge the entire entity based on whatever the newest release is. What?
Buddhas. He tried to say Lincoln Park, but he spelled it President Lincoln. Lincoln Park.
Or like actual Lincoln Park.
Oh my God. I just saw like a fucking black top hat and a beard. I've
just in a park walking his dog.
Lincoln Park.
That's funny as fuck.
Lincoln Park's another one though. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that
he's on it. I'm sorry. I was
like,
confused. So Disturbed rehashing all their old stuff, but yeah, Lincoln Park, they just kept pushing forward. I got you. Yeah, man. There's a lot of bands out there you could have.
I never really listened to Disturbed except for that first album, so I don't really know.
You don't
even Lincoln Park. I would just like the first 2, Meteora, and then whatever the first one was called. I can't remember.
Yeah, System of a Down was another one that It was obviously they were huge when we were like in early high school, but I never sat down and listened to them. And they've got so much good stuff, and them and like Tool and Korn. I always put like the listeners of those like in one box, and then I'm listening to it back like now, and it's like fuck, there's a lot of good music here.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was. I go back and listen to that era a lot, or just watch like a YouTube playlist of like music videos from back then. And I'm totally out of like the pop music world these days. So maybe this is still happening and I just don't notice it. But I felt like late 90s, early 2000s, every genre of music was in like the top charts. Like you would have like Britney Spears alongside Korn, alongside Eminem. Like I just feel like everything except for country was like right up there.
Yep.
And again, I don't know if that's happening nowadays or if that was like a special time or if that's my nostalgia factor. Probably is. But it was just cool to, you just could fans of like all genres, just all on Total Request Live at the same time.
Yep. And a band that's bad, but I have come around to just a little bit is Limp Bizkit. And I that's nostalgia. I'll hear some Limp Bizkit, and back
Couple
in the day,
tracks.
I would have trashed on it, but now it's like,
There's a couple of tracks, man.
This ain't bad. This ain't
Yep.
bad.
You play it, dude.
Yeah, it just takes me back to like a Tony Hawk game or something weird. Like you listen to some of these songs and you're like, fucking doing kickflips, bro.
Trying to pull off the 900. Oh, actually, speaking of Tony Hawk, I just add more movies to my goddamn list that I'm never going to watch. But I saw a Tony Hawk documentary pop up. I think it was on HBO.
What?
I bookmarked it. I added it to my list. I think it's HBO. But yeah, that's super nostalgia. I have to watch that.
Oh,
He's just
pretending I'm Superman. Tony Hawk documentary.
Is that it? Is that it?
Might be an older one.
Maybe. I don't remember the title of it.
Until the Wheels Fall Off.
I think that was it.
I gotcha.
I believe that was it. Yep, HBO. Which I gotta watch it, man.
Did it all
That
for the
defined
nookie.
such a big portion of our childhood skating, even though
Oh,
we
yeah.
couldn't really do it.
Yep. No, I'm the trashiest skater. I'm terrible. That's one of those things that always made me mad because, I don't know. I'm pretty coordinated, but I just couldn't get that. I couldn't do
figure
it.
the fuck
I
out, no.
I couldn't do it.
Some
I can't
things
do
come
it.
naturally, some things do not. I feel at home on a bike. I did not feel at home on a skateboard.
No. I felt
Luckily,
like I was on a
never
skateboard.
got- Yes, exactly. Oh God.
Oh shit! This thing's on wheels. Anybody
Oh,
notice?
fuck. Why are there 4 wheels?
Holy! Oh man, yeah.
Well,
Nostalgia
well.
Central. That's what we should just fucking rename the podcast. Weather and nostalgia. Back at it.
Don't ask me to do that again. We can weave it all in, man. Nostalgia's good. It's whatever brings everything back together, you know? All this new Marvel stuff, that throws us back to the 90s, you know? Tony Hawk just got a documentary. There's a new Jackass movie. It all comes back.
Jackass, man.
So Batman came out on HBO today. So
Yep.
I know you guys
It's-
are busy over the next week, but you know, at some point, I'm excited for you. This is not an urgent request for you to watch it. I'm just excited for you to see it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. We'll see what's on the docket here. No, I'm excited for that, man. That's like number one too. I want to view that, and I want to see. Once I do watch it, I'm interested to see maybe the difference between you seeing it in theaters and me watching it at home for the first time, and maybe there's a bit of difference.
The only difference I can think is that I saw it in IMAX, so I had to. You have to pick your assigned seat when you buy your ticket, and I'm right in the center, right in the middle of the rows. And then I get there, and there is no one in the theater. And I get in my seat, and someone who has bought their seat right next to mine comes in and sits right next to me. And I get that's your assigned seat, but like, there's only 2 of us in the movie theater. Like, just scoot down a little bit, sitting back, I just felt, I don't know. I just thought that was annoying.
Was it a full? It didn't end up filling out either.
Well, I saw it. Wife and kid were out of town, so I saw it early. It was like the first showing of the day. It was like 11 a.m.
Oh yeah, so it's just like you and Jerry.
Jerry, I got to sit in my assigned seat,
Jerry.
dude. Fuck.
Follow the rules.
Anyways, it didn't ruin the viewing for me, but I will always tie it to that. I'm going to remember Jerry until the day I die. I'm going to be telling my kid about the Batman, and just don't end up with any Jerrys in your movie theater.
Jerry ruined Batman.
My nostalgia does not include Jerry. But I'm excited for you to see that shit. So enjoy it, and then we will be trying to get caught up with Revenge of the 90s soon to discuss The Phantom Menace before May 4th. Which, dude, I know we say this a lot and we sound like old men now that we have kids, but time is going quick. It's May 4th in like 2 weeks.
Fuck.
And then that means Kenobi's in like 5 weeks. So I'm very excited. But yeah, look out for that episode. It'll be coming out on or around May 4th for celebration of Star Wars Day for The Phantom Menace.
The Phantom Menace.
The best
I'm excited
Star
for
Wars
that.
movie I've ever made.
I might even watch it.
I would say that it should be a big part of the process. Yes, it's going to feel good. I haven't watched a Star Wars movie in a while, so jumping back in with that one is gonna. I think it's going to feel fresh in a lot of ways. So I'm looking forward to sitting down and enjoying it, soaking it in, man.
Hope you enjoy it. Good day, Galaxy. Appreciate everybody who tuned in with us. We had Daco, Buddhas, Fucko. There was a bunch of yous.
All great names, too. I hope these are on your birth certificates. Travis
The
Dunn, Kigo.
Keegs, yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. That's it. 298. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Robin Williams could have played Leia, I think, too.
I don't know about that.